I don't know how I feel about this stoppage. It was a first round stoppage. I don't know how I feel about this stoppage, and I'm starting to think now. That I watched that Steve Harvey, Cat Williams thing. I'm starting to think that's a wig that Tony Weeks be rocking. That's a wig, like the Steve Harvey joint. So listen, first round stoppage. I was going to talk about when me and Big J we do our Australian boxing podcast. That Vergil Ortiz is the only. They were outraged. Damn, Tony Weeks. Look. I mean, he wasn't firing back, but I think he could have let that go a little bit longer. My personal opinion. From the way it's looking, Lawson didn't have a chance. But early first round stoppage, no highlights, no replay value, nothing to talk about. The whole fight you can watch on Twitter or on Instagram. That's how dominating it was. It wasn't even what, minute? Don't even know. But I'm glad to see Vergil Ortiz is finally back after having severe issues trying to make the 147-pound limit. A fight that I really wanted to see him fight was against Montes Stanionis, the Lithuanian, but Vergil Ortiz, what was it, 3 times? They got postponed to 2. Because Vergil Ortiz kept getting sick, trying to make the weight. So I was saying that Vergil Ortiz right now, you know, okay, you can say Jamil Charlo, but he's the only threat out of everybody else at 154 pounds. And by the way, Errol Spence is now ranked number 3 at 154 pounds by the WBC. So, can he beat Tszyu? Right now, Tszyu is the man. Vergil Ortiz is skilled. I'm not trying to piss off Tszyu fans, but I'm going to be 100% honest. A lot of them motherfuckers don't be, not all of you. A lot of them be casuals. Like, they just straight Tszyu fans. You know, so they think he can fucking beat Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, Francis Ngannou if you talk to them. But Vergil Ortiz, I would say it's a 50-50 fight. The edge to Tszyu because he's up at the weight. And surprisingly, they have very similar styles. Like, very poised. You know, very controlled. You know, they can pick you apart. But this was a bad stoppage. This was a bad stoppage. It's just that he wasn't firing anything back on the ropes. And I'm guessing Tony Weeks, and look, you can see Tony Weeks looking. You can see him looking, just waiting for something to, you know, I don't know. You let me know down below in the comments. By the way, obviously I can't play the whole clip because of the zone and, you know, you get copyrighted and all that crap. But now where is he going to go next? You know, like he needs to start moving a little bit faster, especially since he had those layoffs. But let me tell you something, like 154, dude's the future. So who does he fight realistically next? You got Jack Kuke versus Brock Ramortazali if we're going after the IBF. Don't be surprised if he tries to go that route. Let's see what underling belt he gets. If it's the WBA, the WBA. Oh, here he is. He's ranked number 3 by the WBA. Let's turn it up. Listen in.
20 weeks. And Vergil Ortiz doesn't look a whole lot happier, but we're ready to make this one official. Let's send it up to Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes, 33 seconds. Round number 1, your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Vergil Ortiz Jr.
So a bittersweet return, possibly, for Vergil Ortiz Jr.
On the bright side, it's 10:30 p.m. here on a Saturday night. You know, so this is, I'm loving this. The main event, you know, they was in the ring like by like what, 10:20, something like that. So I'm loving it.
Decision. What did you think of the decision?
I think that he got saved. You know, I was hurting him with all the jabs. You know, I wasn't really putting anything behind it. People are saying Ortiz sucks.
No, they're not saying that. They're going after the ref. I don't think nobody here is booing you, Vergil.
No, they're all for you.
All right, my bad. Robert, Oscar, we got it. Nobody's is anybody booing Vergil? All right.
My bad, guys.
not his fault.
Look, you guys know what I'm about. I love to fight. I wish I could have kept going. I need the rounds, but hey, I was hurting him with the jab. I stunned him with the jab, and I didn't even land it that hard. I'm sorry, but hey, I'm ready for anyone out there.
It's been a while since we saw you in the ring. Injuries kept you out, health issues kept you out. How did it feel just to go through the process of today, putting the gloves on, getting into that ring?
You know, it felt like I'm back to doing what I usually do. You know, this is my calling. This is what I live for, and I want to continue doing this.
So you want to continue doing this. You're in the zone. You say you were a citizen. For a couple months, you went to concerts, you went to school. But the boxing is what you're all about. This is what you want. So 154, you feel good at this division. Who do you want to fight, Vergil?
Bro, there's a lot of fighters that I want to fight, and I know people would love to see this fight. So Tszyu, with all respect, I would love to fight you. You know, I think you're a hell of a fighter, and let's make it happen.
You're not trash talking. You're not calling people out. It's business. You want a belt.
It's all business. You know, I'm a competitive person. I want to fight the best.
And Oscar's bringing you in here. So you hear your fighter say Tszyu. Is that a possibility?
Look, Tszyu, anybody at 154. Ortiz will even go to Australia and fight Tszyu.
Let's do it. Vergil Ortiz back in the ring, and the crowd was cheering for you, Vergil. You can smile.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. Thank you.
And Corey, I did speak with Tony because he saw the punishment. He saw that Fredrick's eyes rolled back. There is no standing 8 count, so that's why he stopped the fight.
There's no standing 8 count. But yeah, listen, the Tszyu fight, that's the fight to build for. You know, now the ball's going to be in Tszyu's court. And also promotionally, you know, Tszyu, does he still have a deal with PBC who are heading over to Amazon Prime in March? Does he even have a stateside broadcaster? Last I heard, it was a 3-fight deal, and he fulfilled that. Does he still want Charlo? I mean, technically, Charlo fight would still be a bigger fight, you know, because Charlo still has those other belts. And Tszyu, he has every right to say, look at these punch stats, pitiful, pathetic. Tszyu has every right to say, you know, well, you know, I want to collect all the belts in the division. Now, if he fights anybody else besides collecting the belts, maybe if it's somebody he's already in negotiations with, like maybe Lubin or something. But, yo, I think that, listen, this is the fight to make. And I was just talking to Big J about this. That's the fight to make. So with that being said, there's really nothing else to talk about. Honor Barboza stopped in Dunjini. What was that, round number 9? Devin Haney couldn't stop him. Jose Ramirez has signed with Golden Boy now after turning down a Teofimo Lopez fight. And O'Hara Davies got knocked out by Old Man Barroso. I think that should be his alias, Old Man Barroso, in round number 1, by the way. With that being said, I'm going to go chill and start doing nerd stuff as I'm getting ready. I'm getting my platform back, so we're going to be here every weekend. Long story. You know, I pretty much took all of last year off. I have to go. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.